all know MMA fighters can heat things up in the ring, but did you know they can do it outside the ring too? The internet is buzzing with the escalating war of words between YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul and experienced MMA fighter Mike Perry. What's the real reason behind this feud? And what's fueling the fire? What will happen in their next fight? We're going to cover everything. Stay tuned to find out the real truth behind it all. Before we start the story, let's introduce these two fighters. Jake Joseph Paul, born on January 17, 1997, is an American YouTuber, actor, and professional boxer. He launched his YouTube channel in May 2014 and has been one of the highest-paid YouTube creators according to Forbes in 2017, 2018, 2021, and 2023. He also made the 2022 Forbes list of the world's highest-paid athletes. On the other hand, Mike Perry, born on September 15, 1991, is an American professional mixed martial artist and bare-knuckle boxer. He currently competes in the middleweight division of the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship and has fought 15 times in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC. It all started with a harmless comment. During a recent interview, Jake Paul mentioned Mike Perry as a possible future opponent. While Paul respected Perry's fighting skills, he pointed out that Perry had lost 5 of his last 7 fights. This comment set off a social media storm. Mike Perry, known for being outspoken, didn't like Paul's remarks. He went on Twitter and harshly criticized Paul, questioning his legitimacy as a fighter and mocking his celebrity boxing record. Perry also insulted Paul's online persona, calling him a social media clown and accusing him of disrespecting the sport with his flashy entrances and theatrics. Paul didn't back down. He fired back on social media with his own insults. He mocked Perry's recent losses, questioned his toughness, and suggested he was past his prime. Paul also made fun of Perry's financial situation, implying he was desperate enough to fight him for money. The insults kept escalating and got more personal. Perry brought up Paul's past controversies, including accusations of bullying and bad online behavior. Paul responded by mocking Perry's appearance and lack of mainstream recognition. The back and forth became a spectacle, drawing in fans and casual observers alike. On July 8th, Paul's Most Valuable Promotions shared a short but explosive clip from a live session on Instagram to promote the upcoming fight. They captioned the post, "Things got heated on Jake Paul's live last night," and many people agreed, calling it the biggest understatement of the decade. Perry has a record of 14 wins and 8 losses in the UFC, making him a tough opponent for a relatively new fighter like Jake Paul. However, this doesn't seem to worry the YouTube star, as he has fought ex-fighter Tommy Fury before. Although Paul lost that fight, he held his own for a fair amount of time. On the other hand, Perry is confident he can knock out Paul and continue his winning streak. Paul has rarely fought in heavyweight matches. Besides his fight with Fury, he has mostly competed in cruiserweight, light heavyweight matches. Since Perry is also a heavyweight, this could give him an advantage in the fight. In a joint interview with Ariel Helwani, both fighters insulted each other. Perry said, "I know Mike Tyson says everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face, but I like getting punched in my face. So my plan is coming together nicely." Paul fired back saying, "That's because you're an idiot. What makes me good at fighting is I don't like getting punched in the face and I practice not to. That's what I'm going to teach you in the sport of boxing, you little." There was a much-anticipated heavyweight fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, an American boxer, became the youngest heavyweight champion in history at age 20. However, this match has been rescheduled for Friday, November 15th, 2024. Although we had to postpone the fight, I will start training again soon. I am thankful to the medical staff who treated me and to MVP, Netflix, and AT&T Stadium for finding the best new date, said Mike Tyson, who recently had to pause training due to an ulcer flare-up. Even with the new date, the result will be the same. Jake Paul is getting knocked out. With this postponed match, Mike Perry is taking advantage of Jake Paul's quote, "I'm going to hit him and he's not going to like it." Most people say the opportunity to defeat the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. Mike Perry is going to make his boxing debut against social media star Jake Paul later this month. Perry jumped in to replace ex-boxer Mike Tyson as Paul's opponent. I'm going to hit him, and he's not going to like it. I'm going to chase him around the ring, make him tired, and keep that pressure on him. In training, it's not about what he does. I don't watch tape, I really don't. Maybe my people do. But if I watched anything, it would be highlights from the Tommy Fury fight, Mike Perry said. The online exchange between Jake Paul and Mike Perry has caused a lot of debate among fans and media outlets. Some fans think Paul's comments were disrespectful and just a way to get attention. They see it as a cheap move to make people talk about him. Others believe it was smart marketing to build excitement for a possible fight between the two. Perry's supporters feel he is standing up for himself against someone who doesn't respect the sport. The media has a more detailed view. Some media outlets believe the exchange shows Paul's growing influence in combat sports. They see him as a big name who can attract attention and fans. However, other media question if a fight between Paul and Perry makes sense, considering their very different levels of experience. They wonder if it would be a fair and legitimate fight. What's the real reason behind this war of words between Jake Paul and Mike Perry? Is it just Paul trying to get people excited about a fight, or do they really dislike each other? There is proof for both ideas. Jake Paul is known for using social media to create buzz for his fights. He has done this before with other opponents like former NBA player Nate Robinson and retired UFC fighter Ben Askren. These call-outs made those opponents more popular. But the anger in Perry's replies seems real. Perry might feel disrespected by Paul's quick success in boxing without going through the same tough path that other fighters do. Perry has been losing a lot lately, so he might see Paul as an easy target and a way to make some money. So it could be a mix of both. Paul might be trying to stir up interest, and Perry might genuinely feel disrespected and see a fight with Paul as a good opportunity. Jake Paul is all set to fight Mike Perry in an 8-round boxing match next Saturday, July 20th. They will face off in the main event at the Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida. So who do you think will win? Share your answers before the fight, and we'll check who guessed right on the 20th. That's it for this video. If you enjoy content like this, please subscribe to our channel. Until our next video, take care.